everyone, this is Monse and I'm here doing another Smashbook Process video. Here I'm just starting out with this Martha Stewart's stencil, and I'm actually just going to use it to make a background on this page. And unfortunately I end up covering most of this up, but I do end up putting it, as you will see in the end, I end up putting it on the actual background of the page that I'm going to put this on in the Smashbook, if that makes sense. So here I'm just using some vintage photo distress ink, and I saved you the trouble of having to watch me do this. It took me quite a while, but here I am going to be smashbooking, sorry, 3 of these pictures, and it was from my trip to Mexico a couple months ago. And here I'm just using some pieces of paper from the Best of Maggie Holmes little paper pack that I got at Michael's. And that is where that wood grain one also came from. And I thought I was going to use this Lemon Lush 6x6 paper pad, but I don't end up using it. I actually decided to go into my stash and use a whole bunch of little journaling 4x6 cards. I think it's 4x6, but 4x3, sorry. I think it is. Anyway, so here I'm just trying to pick out a cardstock to mount my photos on. I did want it to be a little bit plain, rather than using a patterned paper, because I really wanted that background to show, but in the end it doesn't really end up showing. So here I'm just going to use some score tape, to mount my photos onto this. I don't remember what the cardstock is called, but I got it from a Simon Says Stamp card kit, if that helps any. So I just mounted them, all 3 of them, onto that cardstock. And I really, really loved how that background turned out. So I just start cutting all of these little guys. I don't use very many of them. I really wanted to, but I thought it would be way too much on my page, just because I used a whole bunch of journaling cards, as you'll see in a little bit here. So again, I saved you the trouble of watching me. I didn't want you to get too bored watching me just cut these little snippets out. But again, I did get these papers from the Best of Maggie Holmes. I don't know exactly what collection it is, since they all are pretty much in... It's not all of the papers, but I guess the favorite ones. So here I'm just trying to decide. I didn't want to use any patterned paper, so I decided I took out a whole bunch of these. I think I used mostly the ones that came from the Smashbook. Can't remember what they're called. I'm pretty sure they're called like journaling note cards, something like that. But I actually ripped them all out from the little packaging a long time ago. I thought I would use them more, but I rarely use these guys. They just take up space. So I just start setting them down, and I just trying to figure out if this will even work. At the beginning here, I did not really like how it looked. I was going to totally scrap this idea and start again, but I decided to go with it. I decided to try to make it work, because I really, really wanted to use these guys, since I have a ton, and I mean a ton, of 4x6, oh god, why do I keep saying 4x6? I think it's 4x3s, little note cards. But, so I just pull up my photo and I start, oh no, not yet. I decided to use this vintage photo again. Later on you'll see that I changed it. I actually used the black soot, because I really wanted these to stand out, and they weren't standing out enough for me. I really wanted this page to be full of colors and with these little note cards are, the colors are like pastel colors, so they're kind of hard to differentiate what colors are what, or if they're even bright, because they're not really bright. So yeah, I just wanted them to stand out a little bit more. So I ended up using the black soot because the vintage photo distress ink wasn't doing it for me. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I think I went through them again and tried to see if I could use any of the other ones. Or any more of them, so... Again, I'm just going to distress. I thought I cut this out. I can't remember. Excuse me. So I'm just going to distress the sides with my mini blending tool. I got this in one of the Simon Says stamp card kits. I think it was a couple months back. And this page I'm making it for, excuse me, I'm actually making it for my pocket style Smashbook. So it is a bigger Smashbook. I can't remember what size it is, but this page here it's the regular 8.5 by 11 page. So it is fairly bigger than the regular Smashbooks, and I really like that because I like having more space, but not too much space, because I kind of freak out when I scrapbook on an actual 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I have no idea. I just get I want it to be all perfect, and I get all antsy, and I don't know what ends up happening with that. So I like the 8.5 by 11. It's just like the perfect size. So here I am just going to put these down. I'm just fussing a little bit with them, and it does take me quite a bit to actually get them down where I actually want them. Because then I don't like that. I wanted them to be kind of all askew, but then it doesn't end up working that way, and oh man, this was a fun page to do though. So yeah, I'm just taking a whole bunch of these note cards and just placing them randomly. I wanted them to, like on the side, as you can see there, it says secret family recipe. I wanted some of those kind of to show, and then one of them says vacation sports. I only wanted the vacation to show, but I think I ended up covering that completely at the end. I can't remember. And then I wanted the word family to show, and guilty pleasures at the top. So I kind of wanted a few of the words to show, not very many, because most of these note cards have nothing to do with my pictures. But like that one, it says I think it says our favorite snacks. And so these are by far my favorite foods. My favorite food that I have ever had. It's all authentic Mexican food, obviously. And I had never had anything like it. It had been a while since I had gone to Mexico, so I had a blast. But so now I'm just going to start with my embellishments. I can't really talk, it's my Friday, but I want to use this guy, but I don't think I end up putting it on here. And then I just start to mess around. Here I'm going to be using that, I think Heidi Swap, those guys there, I think they're chipboard pieces. And I do use some, like that cart postal from Basic Gray. I end up using one that has a little plane on it. That would be perfect for this layout. And I do miss these, the hearts and then the little wood veneers that I have at the bottom there. I think I end up using some Recollections ink These are pretty good inks. I only got them for like $1 at Michael's when they were on sale. They're pretty good inks. I just don't like how they smell. They have a very much of a, I don't know how to explain it. It smells like ink. I know the Heidi Swapp ones don't smell like that. I'm sorry, it smells like paint. The Heidi Swapp ones don't smell like that, so I guess I was just expecting them to smell like that one, but they do smell a lot like ink, whereas, not ink, I'm sorry, paint. And the Heidi Swapp ones don't smell, well, to me they don't smell quite as much as the Recollections one do. And then I'm just going to dry these off, save you the trouble of watching me yet again. And I actually made that little mason jar that I'm covering up with that little file folder. I'm just going to go through my die cuts here. And it is, here, I have it right here. Let me see. I used a stamp, and the stamp I got at Joann's, I think it was like 50% off. And it's called Inka Dinka. It's from Inka Dinka Doo, and it is called. No, I guess it doesn't have a name, but it is. That's where I stamped the little mason jar on some patterned paper, and then I cut it out, and I made a little label for it, basically, just out of a different piece of patterned paper, and I actually end up putting a little flag on there, as you'll see in a little bit. So I just pulled out all these different die cuts that I think I could possibly use on here. Some of them don't make it on here. I think quite a bit of these that I pulled out do. I really wanted to use that little file folder because I wanted to stick all of the little snippet tags that I cut out at the beginning. And I really wanted to use this little embellishment, that die cut that says fish fry. I knew I wasn't going to be able to use that anywhere else because I don't usually eat fish. I don't really like the taste of it, but this fish was amazing. I have never had anything like it. Like I said before, it looks pretty amazing in that picture, and I just wanted to make sure to remember that because that was some of the best fish I've ever had. And I really made a point of drinking Coca-Cola when I was, any sort of Coca-Cola that I could find in Mexico that was bottled in the glass container. I pretty much bought it because rarely do I see any of them here. I've never really seen them in the glass containers, and over there it's just everybody has it. So I made a point to drink a lot of soda and to eat a lot of ice cream is something that I also did, because you will not find ice cream or vanilla ice cream like they have in Mexico. It is quite amazing. But anyways, so I decided to put that little tag on there. It says best day ever on that mason jar, and I'm just using my tiny attacher on all of the, what is it called? Oh man, the acetate, is that what it's called? Acetate embellishments? I can't remember. Anyways, because I don't like putting them down with glue. One, because I don't like the glue to show, and sometimes the glues that I use don't really hold them down correctly. They end up lifting. I don't know if the glues that I have aren't strong enough. I don't know what that is, but so then I take out this, I'm going to use this little tag here, and I just take out a little bit of ribbon. I think it's, let me see, it's from, oh gosh, American Crafts. I got it at Big Lots, I think. And I just end up putting it on top to cover up one of the little note note cards that I put behind as an embellishment, because I really didn't want those to show. And I'm just starting to glue everything down. I'm pretty much committing to everything that I have at the moment. And this cute little arrow says eat. And again, I don't usually Smashbook anything that I eat. It's just not, it's not anything that I do. I guess it's not my thing, but I really wanted to remember these guys. I know I'm going to be back over there again, but you know, for now, this will be this is going to be my Smashbook for the first time that I ever traveled internationally by myself. So again, I'm just trying to figure out where to put this little guy. It says fry fish on it again. Can't remember where I end up putting it, but I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I was trying to take off the little film on it, and I don't know if I got it off now, but I fuss with that so much. I cannot get the little film off, and I realized that it's on the other side. So it's not on the front side, it's on the back side. If I would hurry it up here. Then I realized that my tiny Tetra can't get to it, so I end up putting a little bit of score tape on it, and you can't even tell that the score tape is on it, and I really, really like that because I'm pretty sure that the score tape is going to keep it on there. But you just have to press down really, really well and make sure you get all the creases in there, and you can't even tell that you have put score tape on that. So I'm just gluing everything down. My little mason jar is going down. I really, really love mason jars. They are so awesome. I just think they are the cutest thing ever. And here, this is where I'm going to put all the little snippets. I'm just going to staple them all together. And I'm just basically going to put them in that little envelope that I got going on there. And this layout actually it didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to. It actually came together pretty quickly. I did just have a little bit more to do, like on the beginning where you saw me doing the whole stencil part. I did that the night before. I actually didn't realize how long it was going to take me to use the stencils. You just have to be really, really gentle with the stencils because sometimes they will fold up, especially the little vines. So it took me a little longer than I thought it was going to, but I think it was worth it. I really, really loved the outcome of that, of those stencils, of the Martha Stewart stencils. So I really would do that again, and I think I'm going to do that again. So here I'm just going to pull out some of my alphas, and I'm just going to use these alphas. I think these I got at Target. I think they were in the little dollar bin section, but I really, really like all the different colors, and since I used a ton of different colors on this page, I figured that would be the most appropriate. And my little description / title is going to be, I think it's tacos. What did I put? No, I think I put duros, tacos, and mojarras, and that's basically the 3 things that I have on there. And I was going to write, like, what each thing had, like, an actual description of, like, what my little tostada thing had on there, but I decided not to. It was going to be a little bit too long for the little corner that I had over here. So I just ended up putting what each dish is called, basically. And I think I lost a letter, I can't remember. So, and I think that was pretty much it. I don't think I recorded the end part, but I'm sure you'll be able to see, oh no, yeah, you'll be able to see here, that's what I ended up doing. I just used black ink on that one. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And there are some still photos at the end. So again, thank you so much.